everyone, so that is just an overview of our pantry. It is actually two pantries. We put them together to make one big one, and they are really big because they go all the way back. So we do use both the front of it and also the back for additional storage. And next to the pantry we have our little coffee area, and the drawers are filled with teas, hot chocolate, and things like that I'll show you. So I do use a step stool because, as I said, this is really tall, and we keep the least used items at the top. This way we don't constantly have to use a stool, and everything that we use frequently remains in the middle and towards the bottom. So I'm going to start with the top shelf and we're going to work our way down. This container really doesn't store much that we use on a daily basis. We have tons of lunch bags. We kind of just keep everything in there. We keep our foil paper here, and directly across on this row I have a pancake. This is the pancake that everyone else uses. This is my own pancake mix that I purchased. It's separate from the kids. We have grits, we have some almonds here, and because the pantries are so deep, we're able to fit multiple rows of items in there. So these labels are from a company called Bev Art. I'm going to link them below. And these are chalkboard labels. You can purchase them on Amazon. The link will be down below for those as well. So behind I have additional containers. I have walnuts, I have dried cranberries, and I believe I have oats for my oatmeal. And there's something else in the back. I think I have granola back there. And that little small pancake syrup is mine because I'm very particular about what I eat. When it comes to like pancakes and syrup, I like specific brands, and the kids kind of like the generic stuff. So I have my own pancake mix just for myself. Directly below this unnamed basket, I have a farmer's market basket that usually keeps stuff for the kids to do on their own. Except for the salad cutter. That's kind of here. This is just a chopper if you want to make like chopped salad, garlic, whatever you want to chop, you can use that. So this container stores stuff that the kids can make on their own, like mac and cheese. We have some packaged oatmeal. There's sprinkles here, cupcake holders, marshmallows for their hot cocoa. And I think that's about it. Anything that they can do on their own is pretty much in here. And behind this basket, we keep everything for tacos in the back. And we still have lots of space in here. So this box holds all the crackers. We have like saltine crackers, we have Ritz crackers, whole wheat crackers, any type of crackers is in this container. And directly next to this cracker, I keep most of my supplements. Not really my prescription meds, but just daily supplements that I take that keep the kids' vitamins. And that's pretty much it for, yep, more supplements back there. So crackers, supplements. I am going to get like a slim container to kind of fit right here. This way I can just put everything in it. It's not sitting out like that. So these rows I do not have to stand on the stool to reach because they're regular size height. This particular section contains flour. If we were to get like a big pack of flour, like maybe the 5 or 10 pound, well, the 5 pound could fit here. So like the 10 pound, if we have additional flour, it goes directly behind it. If the rice container were to be filled up, the additional rice will be in the back. So we have rice, we have flour, we have more rice. Well, that's a separate kind of rice, that's brown rice. This is regular white rice, and we keep cornmeal in this container. And we use the cornmeal to make porridge. We love cornmeal porridge. It's like a Jamaican thing that it's like a weekly thing that we make. So we're running low on that, so we need to get more. The second shelf on this level is for sugars, white sugar, brown sugar. And in the back of the shelf, just contains forks and plastic spoons. There's nothing really back there. It's kind of like just a shelf to just toss. Everything else that I didn't figure out a spot for, it goes back. And we keep our dog's supplements here. These are for his hips. This hemp and hips for senior dog, small dogs. Good for him because he has arthritis. So when you go down, we come to the section with the pasta. So we have all of our pastas labeled from the same company, except for this one. I actually wrote this with the pen that came with the labels. So this is to show you, this is the chalkboard kind of sticker, and it comes with a white pen so you can write on it. I'm not sure if you can wipe it off. I believe you should be able to, but it's a pretty cool label and marker system. You can use it for anywhere you want to use in your house. This is an empty lasagna. This is a container we keep the pasta for lasagna, and behind this front row we keep the milk. The almond milk stays on this shelf, and in the back we have the chocolate milk in the small containers, and additional pastas stays on this shelf. Not sure why the milk ended up here, but it's been here since we kind of had this cabinet installed. So we're just gonna keep it there because I already know in my head that's where it belongs. So this section is for the cereal for the kids. No specific labels because they change cereal like every other week. They want a different cereal. So we just labeled all of them cereal. And this one is for cookies. There's only one cookie in here, so it's pretty much in the container. This is from Target. This was kind of in their Disney section. That's for my daughter. And in the back of these, we have additional cereal. So just like with anything that's in a container, if we were to fill it up and there's additional leftovers, we keep the box in the back and we replenish the containers once they become used. Basket is filled with bagels and bread. If we were to have whole wheat wraps or regular wraps, they will be in this basket as well. We don't keep anything behind this shelf. We pretty much have everything covered as far as extras. That's strictly bread. There's nothing behind it. And when we move over to here, this is where our canned goods start. So we have canned goods here, and we also have canned goods on the bottom, and they're labeled. So the veggies we usually keep, like corn, are supposed to stay in this one. So corn will stay here. If we have any canned peas, we don't really do canned peas. It's primarily corn. And most of the time when we do have corn, it's the frozen corn. And this section is for tuna. I love tuna sandwiches. So we have a dedicated basket. We also use this for, let's see, the veggie section. We purchased callaloo, and the callaloo in the can, it stays in this. And also if we were to buy ackee, that goes here as well. So the beans are pretty self-explanatory. It's literally beans, black beans, pinto beans, and let's see what's in this one. Pretty much black beans. We do try to get the fresh beans in the bags as much as we can, but there's sometimes when we just don't have the time to boil because those beans take a long time to boil to get soft. So we usually just refer to the can for just an easier, quicker meal option. Basket is where I keep the snacks for the kids. If I were to have snacks, I would put it behind the shelf up here because they don't really go there and it kind of deters them. I do hide my own snacks from the kids and my husband sometimes because if I were to buy something for myself, it'll be gone within a few days. So these are their snacks: popcorn, pretzels, baked Lays, and carrot booties, granola bars. Some of the snacks that we have, the individually wrapped ones, I keep them on the counter with the fruits, sort of like an easy grab and go type of setup. So the thing with this basket is sometimes the snacks, they fall at the bottom, so they don't really see them. They just go in and grab what's on the top, and then on the bottom we have a whole bunch of extra snacks that is there that they're not eaten. So I take them out and I put them on the counter so it's visible, so they see to have those snacks when they're sitting down. This bottom row and this basket is the sauces, but this should really be called a catch-all. It's the heaviest basket, so we did put it on the bottom shelf, and because it's so heavy, we removed the the buffer that's here, because the basket used to keep hooking here, and it eventually pulled it off. So my husband took it off, and it's actually back there. So here are all, like, if I were to buy 2 or multiple ketchup, mayo, pepper, you can see barbecue sauce, seasonings, syrup, anything saucy wise, seasonings goes in this basket. And we look to replenish the sauce cabinet from the items in this basket. Not the sauce cabinet, the spices cabinet will come take from the bigger container to put into the smaller containers. So nothing goes behind here. We do have this one last section, and this is the section where we are supposed to keep the napkins, paper towels, paper plates, paper cups, things like that. I'm not sure why. We have animal crackers back there, but that's probably one of the kids. And if they want a snack, it's easier to just use a paper plate. You can just toss it away, and you don't have to worry about dishes piling up. We have paper cups because they are constantly drinking water, and they'll use 10 million cups in like an hour time frame. So we keep it down there, easy to reach for them, and they can come and get things as they want. So we're going to move on to our little coffee area. So this is where we keep all of the teas. We're big tea drinkers in this house. I love teas, the kids love teas, my husband loves teas, and I kind of organize them by the type. So we have chamomile tea, raspberry, peppermint. I have turmeric. We have some mango flavor, apple, passion, and I think one more is ginger. So all of our teas are here, and the kids are able to make their own tea with this system. This brand, I think it's Cuisinart. I know I'm going to say that wrong, but they're able to just select the amount of water they want and grab a tea bag. If they want hot chocolate, they can get it from this drawer, which contains hot cocoa. I keep my agave here, and the coffee strainers goes in this drawer. The bottom drawer contains the other teas. So these black tea are for my husband. This one is mine. I love chai tea, but I had to find a decaf alternative because the regular coffee or anything with caffeine gives me palpitations. So I tried the decaf, it's pretty good. I keep that down here. And these are, we call them bushes. So these are my herbal teas, my Jamaican teas that my mom gets for me. So I usually have this maybe like once a month. There are different brands, not different brands, they're different types, and sometimes I mix them all together. You boil the leaves, and then you let it cool, and you can have it over a course of a weekend. It's good for you, and this is like a whole bag full of leaves. So all the herbs, we love this kind of thing. It's good for us. It's good to cleanse our bodies. So this is where I have most of them, and I do have some extras in another section in our garage. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.